My worst fear has been actualized. I've been referenced in a South Park episode. I'm so scared. I'm gonna blind duet to it right now. Here we go.
I'm telling you, Sheila, these new drugs are pretty amazing. I was feeling so ashamed of myself, watching Randy go out and exercise.
Hold on, it's kind of low. How can I turn this up a little?
All the time and not eating as much, but I just don't have the same kind of willpower he has.
Which of the drugs are you on, Sharon? Ozempic, Mounjaro?
Oh no, I talked to my doctor. He said insurance would only pay for those if I had diabetes.
But if you can't afford them, then how are you managing your weight?
Don't you know, Sheila? Now there's a whole new obesity drug for those of us who can't afford Ozempic and Mounjaro. I've controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
In case studies, 70% of patients on Lizzo no longer cared how much they weighed.
I don't give two shits.
Lizzo helps you eat everything you want and keep physical activity to a minimum. Some patients report constipation while listening to Lizzo. Stop listening to Lizzo if you experience suicidal thoughts. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis, hypothermia,
Cut the
and
fucking
literally
album!
shooting out your ears. Are you living with concerns of obesity?
Ask about the power of not giving a fuck with Lizzo.
That's crazy. I just feel like, damn, I'm really that bitch. I'm really that bitch. I really showed the world how to love yourself and not give a fuck to the point where these men in Colorado know who the fuck I am and put it on their cartoon that's been around for 25 years. Damn. I'm really that bitch, and I'll show y'all how to not give a fuck, and I'm gonna keep on showing you how to not give a fuck.
Damn.
Oh, Lizzo, bitch.
Damn, she doubled down. Not only she doubled down. She said, I really showed y'all how not to give a fuck about your yo. That's crazy.
Mounjaro?
Oh no, I talked to my doctor. He said insurance would only pay for those if I had diabetes.
But if you can't afford them, then how are you managing your weight?
Don't you know, Sheila? Now there's a whole new obesity drug for those of us who can't afford Ozempic and Mounjaro. I've controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
It's Lizzo. FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
Oh my God.
In case studies, 70% of patients on Lizzo no longer cared how much they weighed.
I don't give two shits.
I think that this is wild, right? So I personally I like to show my transformation, you guys. Let me see if I can pull up my transformation. I actually used to be a really big guy. Like I remember seeing photos of myself when I was in high school, you guys, or like in elementary school, right? I didn't like taking pictures, right? I saw myself in elementary school compared to the other kids, right? And I was so big. I was so big, you guys. Let me show you. This right here is actually on my Instagram page, you guys. This is what I look like now, right? Actually, about like a year ago because my hair was different. But this is what I used to look like, you guys. And this was in like 2018, 2019-ish. You know what I'm saying? I used to look like this. You know, I started working out and stuff like that, you guys. When I was in school, I got made fun of for being overweight. It was in 8th grade where I decided to make a change, man. I remember we had to change into our PE uniforms in school. And I had some of my guy friends, you know, I'll take my shirt off and everything. They'd be like, damn, Rob, you got some man titties. Everyone started laughing. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever had in my life. And so since then, I went home and I tried to do a push-up. Couldn't even do a push-up. I kept trying to do push-ups till I could do 10 push-ups. And then since then, I've just been on a journey of fitness. I joined football because I know I needed to. I didn't know anything about football. I didn't know shit about football. I didn't know any rules about football. All I knew is that if you hit the end zone, it's a touchdown. That's the only thing I knew. Learned all about football. Did all that into high school. Eventually became varsity. Quit football. Once I quit football, I was in amazing shape, and I said, I can't go back. I cannot go back. There's no way of going back, you guys. And so, since then, I've lived a life of fitness, and there's a night and day difference, you guys. Had it not been for, I'm fortunately part of the group that benefited from weight shaming and body shaming, you guys. That to me is, it can be a good thing. I would not be the way I am today if the world were to just accept me and just praise me for being my body, and be grateful for where you at and stuff like that. Like, men don't have that luxury. Some do. If you got money, or if you're funny, you could be big. It's okay, right? But other than that, I'm not that funny. I can't really. I'm really not that funny, and I'm not rich. So I had to do something different. But now that I'm transformed into this area, the hardest thing I can tell you is not just losing the weight, it's maintaining a healthy lifestyle. A lot of people get comfortable when they lose weight. I have some people actually asking me how my journey went, and like, they said they want to do it, but like, the thing about it is it's not just losing the weight, you guys. It's developing a lifestyle around fitness. That's the hardest thing, in my personal opinion, you guys. Yeah. And if you wonder why I got all this on today, because I was thinking, I was just like, you know what, man? I spent so much money on this shit. I spent so much money on all this shit, man. I might as well wear it. Why not just wear it, bro? I might as well wear it. It's just sitting in my fucking jewelry box along with all my other pieces of jewelry and shit. It's just sitting there. I'm not even wearing none of it. So I might as well just wear it. Even if it's something for some YouTube, even if it's going to go get the fucking mail. You know what I'm saying? I might as well just wear the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I think that's crazy. Lizzo doubled down on it. Didn't give a fuck. Once again, it's just the world we live in. She could do some shit like that, and delusion. I think it's delusion. Instead of wanting to actually, like, change your body type, change your body weight and stuff like that, it is okay to be acceptable, right? Because this kind of stuff right here can make a person very depressed and dare I say, self-deletion. You know what I mean? And so, like, I in a way, I'm kind of happy that she took it in the way that she did, because it is really about happiness. When you get to a certain age, when you get to a certain level of maturity, it's about happiness, it's about fulfillment. And sometimes there's just certain things that you realize are just not for you, and that's just not for her. You know what I'm saying? She'd much rather be where she's at right now, and she's okay with that. And dare I say, it's done well for her. You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all think about that, man? That's crazy.